Guys, so recently I've ordered two SD cards. One was from eGlobal Central and the other was from a website called Spock. Now both of them have arrived, and the problem I'm having is that one's fake and one's original. So I was quite surprised that this is the first time that I've received a fake SD card, and this video is going to be specifically about these SD cards, and especially the model from Sandisk is Stream Pro. And if you are planning to buy one or you bought one, you can always check after going through the video that just to make sure that you've received the original SD card or have you received a fake one. So before I go into the depth of the video, just let me tell you that this video is broken down into three parts. I'm not going to open the SD card and test it, but I'm going to tell you three differences that when you buy the SD card or when you get it through the post, there are three things which you can look into, and that would actually tell you if the SD cards are original or not. So the first is the packaging, the second is the printing, and the third is the lettering. Lettering is the text written on the packaging, right? So I'll start off by first showing you the SD card, and then you can actually see and just for a couple of seconds try to judge which one is the original and which one is not, and then I will tell you that which one is, and then we'll run through the differences. Right, so I'm just going to bring this SD card really close in for you guys so that you can get a very clear idea or a picture of it. So I'm guessing that the image is quite sharp, so just make sure you have a good read of it. And that is the back. So that is the other SD card. So I'm just going to show you from the front. And that is the back. So I'm not going to delay by telling you which one is fake and which one is not. I'll just simply tell you. So guys, this SD card, this one on my left, is a fake SD card, which is the 256 GB, and the 128 GB is the original SD card. So without opening it, because once when you receive the SD card, you can return it back and you can tell the people that it's a fake. And you can even quote my video, and you can even, you can order another original one from, say, a legitimate shop to make sure that, just to make sure that it's 100%, what you're saying is being proved. So the first thing what I told you is packaging. Now, don't get me wrong that this tag over here, it means nothing. So we can just pull this out because that's just for shelving or putting it into the rack if it's kept in a shop rack, and then you can take it out. So that doesn't really make a difference. The first thing is the packaging. We'll go into detail now with the packaging. As I told you guys, this is the fake SD card. Now apparently, if you look at it, I'm not going to color grade this video, or I'm not going to make any changes in this video. So the first thing you'll notice is that the Sandisk red printing is slightly dimmer than the original one, because the 128 GB is the original card, and the printing on it is slightly darker. Second, if you look at the picture of the tiger, it's faded. Let me just show you over here, and you can compare it with this one. So you can see that this is of a different color. So the tiger's color is totally different. So these are the apparent sort of things which you can notice. Then we go on to the emboss. So don't get fooled, both of them are embossed. So if I rub my hand on both of them, they are both embossed. So that doesn't really show us that it's a fake or original SD card. Now this one being fake, if you just look into the corners of this SD card, the packaging has got some sort of line around the corner, right? So what this line is, in the original SD card, the line is slightly different. So the line is basically terminating on the part where it says Sandisk, right? So that is one very important. Do you see the line? So that line is basically the original packaging machine, or you know, how it's packed. Basically, that leaves this sort of line. The side line would be the same, but on the fake one, you have the line on the top, which is which it shows that it's a fake SD card. Then the biggest indicator is that this one doesn't have any wedge. So the plastic shell of the SD card does not have any wedge on it. Plastic shell on the original SD card has a slight wedge on it over here. So that is another major aspect, apparently, from the front side, to just you know, give you an idea that which one's fake and which one is original. Then going into the other bits of packaging is that if we turn the SD card over, so you can see, I'll just shine some light over here, and you can see that there are these embossed sort of it's slightly embossed over here. If you buy any Sandisk Extreme Pro SD card, definitely you will get these markings in the packaging. With a fake SD card, you will never get these markings. So I'm just going to shine some light on the corner. I mean, because it's white, so it's quite hard to actually see. But I'm going to try if I can show you. So the line basically runs from here and it goes all the way around, right? Whereas on the fake SD card, you don't have any sort of line. It's absolutely flat. There is no line. So that is the biggest indicator in terms of packaging. So these are the few things in terms of packaging. Now let's go on to the printing. On the back, you can see, if I don't even need to show you guys, that the color of both of the printing is different. I mean, leave alone the size and everything. We'll go on to the lettering in a second, and what they've written on the fake SD card and what they've written on the original SD card is absolutely different. And you can see that it's more sharper, it's more clear, and whereas in this one it's more fuzzy and it's more orangish, right? So that is a very basic printing and lettering. Now let's get into the wording, what's written on the SD card, right? Apparently on the fake SD card you have the Android logo, then you have 4K 1 UHD, whereas you have 3 over here, and you have 4K UHD after that, right? So that's one, again, I'm telling you, that's the original one, that's the fake one. And you have a picture of a drone, whereas you don't have a picture of anything. You've got an action camera drone, which really you could argue that it could be a different manufacturing batch or different, you know, country of manufacture. That's fine. It says Extreme Pro, Sandisk on the copied card is very much slanted and the fonts are different, whereas the Sandisk on the original one is very different. If I just show you over here, and then I will show you the fake one, and that is the fake SD card, and you can see that is that, and that is the original one. So there is a major difference in that, right? So next, going on to the A2, the fonts are slightly different. Then it says for faster app loading and performance. So over here it says for faster app loading and performance, perfectly fine, right? So they copied that correctly. And then apart from that, yes, there are slight printing issues, which you can tell that this is a fake SD card, right? So now let's turn to the rear. On the rear, the fake SD card has a barcode over here, QR code, which I will get into in a second. And then it has a barcode over here, and this one has a barcode over here, but it doesn't have any QR. But again, you can argue that it might be because of a different country of manufacturing, or a different batch, or a different lot. Fair enough, right? So let's go into what they have actually written. So on the fake SD card, they've written Sandisk Extreme, and over here it's written Sandisk Extreme Pro, Micro SD XC UHS 1 SD card with adapter. Over here it says Micro SD XC UHS 1-1 card, and it doesn't say with the adapter. Fine, fair enough. You can even argue that, well, it could be a different batch or a different model. Now let's go a little bit more into the depth, which will actually prove that this is a bloody fake SD card, right? And the people who are selling these SD cards, you're pretty much going to lose your data. It's really bad, but I'm going to show you what the difference is. So over here, if I show you that, you can see what's written over here. It's got broken English, right? So I'll just read it out for you. It says warranty, and then the lettering is all fuzzy. Just below this, it says 30 years Germany and regions not recognizing lifetime limited. Now that sentence doesn't make any sense. I'll just repeat it out for you again. 30 years Germany and regions not recognizing lifetime limited. That absolutely doesn't make any sense. Just to legitimize the card, they put nice logos and they try to print it really nicely, and they put this logo which doesn't make any sense, or it's got no backing of anything. Whereas the original SD card, this is the original SD card, and it clearly says 30-year warranty in Germany and regions not recognizing lifetime limited, which makes pretty much sense. I'll repeat it again. It says 30 years warranty in Germany and regions not recognizing lifetime limited, whereas the fake one said 30 years Germany and regions not recognizing lifetime limited, right? So the English is broken on this one, and that is one of the main proofs, of course, for the printing and the coloring and the lettering. Even the sentences are incorrect on this one, right? So I'm just going to wrap up this video by the last thing which I've noticed, that if I were to go on to eBay, and what I will do is I will try to find the fake SD card, and we will see if we can search it on eBay. So that is the product code, and it says no exact matches found. So the EN number is not correct, right? Whereas I will now go on to the other SD card and I'll scan it, and we'll see if it can find it or not. I'm just going to point it to this barcode and check it out if it has any product in that code as well. So guys, you can see over here with the original SD card, it's come up as different SD cards. So the barcode is absolutely correct. It shows you the 120th SD card, and it shows you other SD cards. They might be fake in these SD cards because eBay is again not 100% legitimate place to buy your SD cards or buy your stuff. But as a proof, I'm just telling you that this is a super fake SD card, that even the barcode doesn't match. So guys, this was my video just to tell you guys that if you are planning to buy an SD card, make sure to watch this video, and just make sure that you follow the steps, and hopefully you won't be scammed. And so that was my purpose of the video. I hope you guys found this video informative and helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel, and I'll be posting other videos. So catch you in my next video. Bye for now, guys.